Hello, hello. Let's pause this real quick. We just loaded in. Let's start by looking at one of these screens here. My layout for Atlanta today. I'm again doing similar to last time, 26 right, 27 left with 28 for cargo. I don't expect a ton of arrivals this time because we are doing 7 a.m. or just about. First two planes are coming in. I'm doing 80% traffic again against the overall total. And part of the reason I'm doing this is really just to kind of get a handle on and see how things overall are going to come together. Ooh, way fast there. Last time we did run into a few issues. Wow, that goes really quick. We did run into a few issues with a couple areas of the game. One, we had some major performance problems, which I did not enjoy. And number two, we had problems with a couple of airplanes that had requested pushback that I kind of missed out on. That's totally on me. I am not at all saying that it isn't, but they called in during a bunch of other activity and I missed it, so I need to try to do better on catching some of that. We did run into some issues with taxiways and routing. I'm not sure exactly how this is all going to pan out. There are these crossovers here, but I don't really think I'm going to have an easy way to cross on those. It is handy how the taxiways are in some ways renamed, but it just becomes a bit difficult. So like this crossover is how you cross over onto this side, but it just, yeah. So getting them up and down each side of the apron, I don't know how accurate or functional that's going to be. Last game I didn't really try too much. I tried once or twice and it didn't seem to like it that much, as similar issues with some of the routing across the runway and stuff. I'm going to try to use Whiskey if I need to, since that now exists in this updated version, as well as we can take them around Victor, which is good. And finally, we had, I think, a couple issues getting them out on up to Echo and out, so I had to use Foxtrot. Anyway, we're going to let that kind of unfold how it goes. I am doing 7 a.m. Last time I did about noon because I wanted some mixed arrivals, mixed departures. I didn't want any crazy amounts of volume, and it worked out pretty well. It was getting busier towards the latter half. This early portion is going to be fairly stable, but I want to see kind of how this goes with a bunch of departures and stacking and a couple of arrivals, see if I can move them around as I try to get used to the airport and try to figure out some of the quirks. Performance is going to be a big thing because, as you can sometimes see, there's some stutters. I don't know if it's recording the stutters or if it's just displaying them for me. But there are some periods where just moving between the screens, everything gets kind of pixelated and outlined a little poorly, which makes it a bit difficult sometimes to read it, and that just gets... it's disjointing from what's going on, and it pulls focus out of the game when everything kind of doesn't move right, because then I start, oh, well, my performance is down and looking everywhere. So that's on me to try and stay attentive. With that said, let's unpause and get this rolling. And see how we go. 7 a.m. is usually about the time we start getting a bunch of flights popping off, 7:30. For departure, so I'm not sure exactly how quickly, how soon, or how crazy this is going to go. I have it set to pull down about an hour's worth of traffic, but I don't know how busy or active it's going to be. I guess the sun didn't come up. That's HDR kicking off. Overnight arrivals and red eyes coming in probably.
Atlanta Tower, Delta 2162 on final 27 left.
Atlanta Tower, Delta 836 heavy on final 26 right.
Delta 2162, runway 27 left, cleared to land.
Runway 27 left, cleared to land. Delta 2162.
Delta 836 heavy, runway 26 right, cleared to land.
Runway 26 right, clear to land. Delta 836 heavy.
That audio is really starting to grate. I know, again, I'll have to check the recording, but it's very choppy, it's very staticky, it's lagging because of the way this level seems to play. Right now I'm jumping between, I just saw an 80 FPS, 91, that's crazy. Then I hear the chops and we're down to the 60s and high 50s, then back up to the 90s, and then I get the chops in the ambient sound and everything. It's very frustrating. Okay. I'm surprised I haven't got any departures yet. Maybe it's 6 a.m. Or is it 8 a.m.? This is Eastern time zone. 7 a.m. is usually when Central pops off. I guess maybe 8 a.m. is the busy period here. Well, irregardless, we're going to jump through a quick run through this no matter what happens, but I did think this would be a little busier. But
Atlanta Tower, Delta 2375 on final 26 right.
as we ease into playing this airport,
Atlanta Tower, Southwest 4157 on final 27 left.
building up skills and abilities will help. Delta 2375, runway 26 right, cleared to land.
Runway 26 right, cleared to land. Delta 2375.
Southwest 4157, runway 27 left, cleared to land. Man, everything is just
Runway
delayed.
27
My
left,
FPS isn't
clear
that
to
bad,
land. Southwest 4157.
but the whole game is just choppy. That's crazy. What's funny is the game itself is only using 2% of my CPU's capacity and 3.1 gigs of RAM. And it's barely using 19% of my GPU. Okay, that all tapped. So if I'm in game, we're using 8 to 10% of my CPU, and peak 50% of my GPU. That's insane. Why is it so choppy? I'm running on an M.2, so it's not the local stuff. It's all in RAM. It's wow, optimization. All right. Oh, it's bad. We may have to play a different airport. Staggering the planes differently now. That's interesting. Wonder if that's by design.
Atlanta Tower, Delta 1469er on final 27 left.
Delta 1469er, runway 27 left, cleared to land.
Runway 27 left, cleared to land. Delta 1469er.
I was going to pick a different time frame for the
Atlanta
heavy
Tower,
arrivals,
Delta
but this works.
2661 on final 26 right.
Delta 2661, runway 26 right, cleared to land.
Runway 26
Okay, we
right,
got our first
cleared to
one.
land. Delta 2661.
Okay.
Atlanta ground, Delta 819er with information Juliet, requesting push and start.
Delta 819er, pushback approved. Expect runway 26 left.
Pushback approved, expect runway 26 left. Delta 819er.
Delta 836 heavy, taxi to apron via Victor Foxtrot.
Taxi to apron via Victor, Foxtrot. Delta 836 heavy.
Delta 2162, taxi to apron via November Whiskey. I was going to say Lima, but let's see how
Taxi
this
to
goes.
apron via November. Whiskey. Delta 2162.
That's good.
Atlanta Tower, Endeavor 4803 on final 27 left.
Endeavor 4803, runway 27 left, clear to land.
Runway 27 left, clear to land. Endeavor 4803.
This one probably should have gone down, but whatever, it's all good. Are you routing? Okay, good. You
Atlanta ground, American 2344 with information Juliet, requesting push and start.
are. American 2344, pushback approved. Expect a runway 26 left.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 26 left. American 2344.
See, that is golf.
Atlanta Tower, Southwest 2888 on final 26 right.
Southwest 2888, runway 26 right, cleared to land.
Runway 26 right, cleared to land. Southwest 2888.
Atlanta ground, Delta 819er ready to taxi.
Delta 819er, runway 26 left, taxi via Echo.
Runway 26 left, via Echo. Delta 819er.
Coffee machine sounds like a toilet.
Atlanta ground, Spirit Wings 1829er with information Juliet, requesting push and start.
Spirit Wings 1829er, pushback approved, expect runway 27 right.
Pushback approved, expect runway 27 right. Spirit Wings 1829er.
Southwest 4157, taxi to apron via November Whiskey.
Taxi to apron via November.
That side, and you're going to cut out that
Southwest
side. So they should
4157.
not have any impact on each other.
Atlanta Tower, Delta 1352 on final 27 left.
Delta 2375, taxi to apron via Victor Foxtrot.
Taxi to Abram, via Victor, Foxtrot. Delta
This
2375.
guy's already around the bend and heading in, so I
Atlanta
think he'll
ground,
get there
American
first.
2344 ready to taxi.
American 2344, runway 26 left via Echo.
Runway 26 left via Echo. American 2344.
But see, it kept it on Foxtrot.
Atlanta Tower, Delta
I want him to
814 on
take
final
that.
26 right.
Hold on. Pause. So over here, I was looking at, again, the kind of dog around that you can play with Delta here and golf. If you have a plane coming up and you need to pause one or take it around or pull this one around, whatever you need to do to get it going, since this is the only cross in that side. Now, over here, what I'm looking at is this plane landed first and was on the taxi route. He's on Lima, and he's going to come down here, make a left turn, and come up. This plane just landed, has less distance, but has some turns to go through before he comes over and has to come all the way down. My belief is that this plane will get down and into its gate or close enough before this one comes around, but with my luck on this game, that is not the case. So I'm going to have him hold short of 3 Northwest, just because I don't want to crash, to hold that up. The other thing that I said here was for American, I wanted him to go up to Echo. Same thing I did with Delta. When I said Delta 819er go to Echo, he took Foxtrot 4 without me having to say it because I said go to Echo. And he went to Echo to come all the way down to 26 left. Here, I'm looking and expecting him to take Foxtrot 5 up to Echo and cut across because, again, I want to keep Foxtrot clear for other activity. Now, I don't have a lot of inbound planes at the moment. This plane is routed incorrectly based on how I'm trying to use this because I remember before I had issues getting these planes to take Echo properly. One of these two taxiways needs to handle traffic coming in, and the other one would handle them parking to the gate. If I have a plane that lands down here, like let's say Southwest, they're going to come down. I'm going to bring them down Lima all the way to Delta to cross up to the other side of the airport and then down Foxtrot or down Echo. I need one of those. Both taxiways cannot go the same direction for the entire duration of movement. Now here, sure, I could have a plane shoot up and over instead of going up and making the hard right turn. It's a little faster and smoother for the passengers. But the reason I would think of doing that instead of using the apron comes from the prior version of the game where you only really had one taxiway between the two runways. There were two, but you couldn't specify. The game engine didn't let you do that. And as we saw in the last game, the last round on this airport, I had a lot of issues getting planes to use some of those. And I think if I'm careful, I can avoid having to deal with that. But like this section here, which is the central apron on each terminal, would denote which direction they're going. So anyone's on this side should go north. Anyone's on this side should go south. But that doesn't mean that a plane landing on this runway can't come in and go up. Either I hold the planes at the apron, or I hold this plane down here somewhere so that these can clear out and they can taxi up. Or I do what I just said, taxi them around and down. But again, planes need to have direction. So every plane on this side, potentially, I could just have go south. This upper one is 5 northwest, and down here it's 5 southwest. I would assume these would do the same thing because this is the northwest side, this is the southwest side, and that denotes which direction they go on these taxiways, or sorry, where they are on those aprons. But for using one taxiway to go in a specific direction, I would need to say this side of this terminal will only go north, and this side will only go south. And that will be my denotion of how it works. And then I can bring all the planes in on 5 northeast because they're going south, and 5 southwest, all the planes on the bottom can go north because that's just the direction they're going at the apron. And then depending on where they need to go, let's say this plane is going to fly out, I could cross them over. Now I'm bypassing the way reality sometimes happens because planes could be anywhere at any apron, and when they take off, typically if a plane like 27 right is going due west, not due west, but in a westerly direction. And 26 left is also heading in a westerly direction. But this is on the north side of the airport, this is on the south side of the airport. You've got planes landing and planes departing. So a plane over here would typically not turn right and cut across the flight paths for both of these runways. And I say both because if somebody does a missed approach on 26 right, they're going to climb out and go around and come in again. So the planes on this bottom runway would either fly out straight, much farther on a runway heading, and then take a northern turn, or they would be flying off to the south or anywhere else, or looping to the left to come around the back side of the airport up over the arrivals and anything on this side of the airport. So a plane heading north from 27 right isn't just going to come off and turn right. And depending on where they are and all that activity, and I don't know the standard operations at this particular airport, but that may denote which runway the controller wants to send them to get them to the right airport destination as quickly and as efficiently as possible. Because the goal is not to keep them loitering in your airspace, it's to get them moving and out and cleared. So there's a lot to really think about in how I try to utilize the airport space. With the limitations on the game, I think it's easier if I just say the left side of every, well, this is the right side of the terminal. So the left side of the taxiways, because I don't view it from terminal apron. I view it from this controlling perspective of taxiways. So if I take the left taxiway, right side of the terminal, that would be my northbound, and the opposite side of the taxiway on the other terminal would be my southbound, then that's probably going to be the most efficient way to do it. I'm going to think on that. I don't know how easy it's going to be for me to actually do that, and I may try to just reroute this one. Here, it's not going to be that big of a deal over Foxtrot because there's nothing else really there going on, but I would like to be able to utilize Foxtrot as an inbound and take Echo as an outbound. I know, yeah. But even then, like, if this plane was coming down here on Terminal 1, why would I send them on Echo? They would just come down Foxtrot and roll straight into 1 northwest or 1 northeast. Lots to consider. I should probably read the actual ground handling guide, but I like to try and play with it and see what works and see how close my thoughts align to reality when I do go back and look at that. So anyway, sorry for the boring deviation. I thought that was just kind of interesting musings and what I'm trying to do within the game and how I'm trying to get things to work and play how I'd like them to. American 2344, runway 26 left via Foxtrot 5 Echo. Let's see if he'll do it.
Runway 26
There it
left
goes.
via Foxtrot 5 Echo.
Delta
American
1352,
2344.
runway 27 left, cleared to land.
Runway 27 left, clear to land. Delta 1352.
Delta 814, runway 26 right, cleared to land. I don't remember if this
Runway
guy
26
called in.
right, clear to land. Delta 814.
Let me know where they are. There they are. Delta 392, pushback approved, expect runway 27 right. And now I've forgotten.
Pushback approved.
Where all
Expect
my
runway
planes are
27
going.
right. Delta 392.
Delta 2375, hold short of taxiway 3 northwest.
At land to ground. Spirit Wings 1829 are ready to taxi.
Spirit Wings 1829er, runway 27 right via Lima. I thought I
Runway
got the
27
command
right
out, but-
via Lima. Spirit Wings 1829er.
Delta 2375, hold short of taxiway 3 northwest.
Hold short of taxiway 3 northwest. Delta 2375.
There we go. Delta 1469er, taxi to apron via November Whiskey.
Taxi to apron via November. Whiskey. Delta 1469er.
Worried about them a little bit, but I thought he was
Atlanta
close enough.
Tower,
He came in
southwest,
fast.
1427 on final 27 left.
Delta 2661, taxi to apron via Victor Foxtrot.
Taxi to apron. Via
Yep,
Victor.
you're going down.
Foxtrot. Delta 266
Southwest 1427, runway 27 left, cleared to land. Oh, you two are on the ground.
Runway
You two
27
are on
left,
the
cleared to
ground.
land. Southwest, 1427.
You're on the ground and you're on the ground. Delta 2299er, runway 26 right, cleared to land.
Runway 26 right, cleared to land. Delta 2299er. Atlanta Tower, Delta 2299er on final 26 right.
FPS.
Atlanta ground. Delta 392 ready to taxi.
Delta 392, continue taxi. Let's see. He
Continue taxi.
I
Delta
think Southwest is
392.
going to go faster, but let's see. They may crash. Delta 819er, runway 26 left, cleared for immediate takeoff.
Runway 26 left. Cleared for immediate takeoff. Delta 819er.
Endeavor 4803, taxi to apron via Endeavor 4803, taxi to apron via November Whiskey.
Negative. Taxiway not found. Endeavor 4803.
Might be going too fast.
Taxi to apron via
There it
November.
goes.
Whiskey. Endeavor 4803.
Endeavor and 288 should now be on the ground. There it is. Southwest 2888, taxi to apron via Victor Foxtrot. Might be able to switch.
Taxi
them
to
back
apron
now.
via
You're
Victor.
about to go.
Foxtrot. Southwest 2888.
You did get there faster.
Atlanta Tower.
Interesting.
Delta 26903 on final 27 left.
Spirit Wings 1829er, runway 27 right, cleared for immediate takeoff. We are chomping.
Runway 27 right, cleared for immediate takeoff. Spirit Wings 1829er.
Atlanta Tower, Frontier Flight 1617 on final 26 right.
Delta 26903, runway 27 left, cleared to land.
Runway 27 left. Cleared to land. Delta 26903.
Frontier Flight 1617, runway 26 right, cleared to land.
Runway 26 right, cleared to land. Frontier Flight 1617.
You're on the way out. American 2344, runway 26 left, line up and wait. I have not
Runway
heard these
26
other ones
left.
call in.
Line up and wait. American 2344.
Who?
Atlanta ground. Delta 392 with information Juliet. Requesting push and start.
Yeah, that was screwed up. Delta 1352, taxi to apron via Whiskey Lima. Let's see if he'll just cut across.
Taxi to apron via Whiskey. Lima. Delta 1352.
Delta 2375, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Delta 2375.
You're on there. Delta 814, taxi to apron via Victor Echo.
Taxi to apron via Victor. Echo. Delta 814.
I don't know if these other planes have called in.
Atlanta Tower, Delta 1168 on final 26 right.
American 2344, runway 26 left, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 26 left, cleared for takeoff. American 2344.
Delta 1168, runway 26 right, cleared to land.
Runway 26 right, cleared to land. Delta 1168.
FedEx 1062, runway 28, cleared to land.
Runway 28.
Delta
cleared to land.
819er, contact
FedEx
departure.
1062.
Atlanta departure on 121.225. Delta
Spirit Wings
819er.
1829er,
Good morning.
contact departure.
Atlanta departure on 121.225. Spirit Wings 1829er. Good
Delta
morning.
392, runway 27 right, cleared for immediate takeoff.
Runway 27 right, cleared for immediate takeoff. Delta 392.
Delta 839er, pushback approved, expect runway 26 left.
Pushback approved, expect runway 26 left. Delta 839er.
Delta 2328, pushback approved, expect runway 26 left.
Pushback approved, expect runway 26 left. Delta 2328.
Delta 1646, pushback approved, expect runway 27 right.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 27 right. Delta 1646.
Delta 2332, pushback approved, expect runway 27 right.
Pushback approved, expect runway 27 right. Delta 2332.
Southwest 1427, taxi to apron via Whiskey Lima.
Taxi to apron via Whiskey Lima. Southwest 1427.
Delta 2299er, taxi to apron via Victor Echo.
Taxi to apron via Victor Echo. Delta 2299er.
I should have sent him down Foxtrot. 'cause I
Atlanta
would
Tower,
primarily
FedEx
do that,
1062
but I
on
think it's gonna
final
be
28.
easier. No, shoot, I already cleared you, FedEx.
Atlanta Tower, Endeavour 4858 on final 27 left.
Endeavour 4858, runway 27 left, cleared to land.
Runway 27 left, cleared to land. Endeavour 4858.
American 2344, contact departure.
Atlanta departure on 121.225. American 2344. Good morning.
Southwest 22, runway 26 right, cleared to land.
Runway 26 right, cleared to land. Southwest 22. Atlanta Tower, Southwest 22 on final 26 right.
Yeah, I got ahead of myself.
Atlanta Tower, Delta 863 on final 27 left.
Delta 863, runway 27 left, cleared to land.
Runway 27 left, cleared to land. Delta 863.
Delta 392, contact departure.
Atlanta departure on 121.225. Delta 392. Good morning.
Delta 839er, runway 26 left via Foxtrot. This is backwards, but I've already committed.
Runway 26 left, via Foxtrot. Delta 839er.
Delta 2328, runway 26 left via Foxtrot.
Runway 26 left via
If I need you
Foxtrot.
out of the way,
Delta
you'll be gone
2328.
shortly.
Atlanta ground, Delta 839er ready to taxi.
Atlanta ground, Delta 2328 ready to taxi.
Delta 1646, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Delta 1646.
Delta 2332, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Delta 2332.
We're going to be gone.
Atlanta ground. Delta 1646 ready to taxi.
Yep, I already got you going.
Atlanta ground. Delta 2332 ready to taxi.
Yep, you're gone. Frontier Flight 1617, taxi to apron via Victor Echo. Should be
Taxi
sending
to
you down
apron
Foxtrot,
via
but
Victor.
I already
Echo.
flipped it.
Frontier
Delta
Flight
2693, taxi to
1617.
apron via Whiskey Lima. Okay, you're clear.
Taxi to apron via Whiskey Lima. Delta 2693.
Delta 736, pushback approved. Expect runway 27 right.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 27 right. Delta 736.
Southwest 485, pushback approved. Expect runway 27 right.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 27 right. Southwest 485.
Delta 2069er, pushback approved. Expect runway 27 right.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 27 right. Delta 2069er.
Delta 1343, pushback approved. Expect runway 27 right.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 27 right. Delta 1343.
Atlanta Tower, Spirit Wings 1362 on final 26 right.
Spirit Wings 1362, runway 26 right, cleared to land.
Runway 26 right, clear to land. Spirit Wings 1362.
Southwest 153, runway 27 left, cleared to land.
Runway 27 left, cleared to land. Southwest 153.
Delta 2332, runway 27 right, cleared for immediate takeoff.
Runway 27 right, cleared for immediate takeoff. Delta 2332.
Delta 2328, runway 26 left, cleared for immediate takeoff.
Runway 26 left, cleared for immediate takeoff. Delta 2328.
Delta 839er, runway 26 left, line up and wait. Delta 839er, runway 26 left, line up and wait.
Negative, unknown command, Delta 839er.
Southwest 485, continue taxi.
Runway 26 left, line up and wait. Delta 839er.
Delta 2069er, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Southwest 485.
Continue taxi. Delta 2069er.
Delta 736, continue taxi. Delta 1168, taxi to apron via Victor Echo.
Continue taxi. Delta 736.
Endeavor 4858, taxi to apron via Whiskey Lima.
Taxi to apron via Victor Echo. Delta 1168.
Delta 1168, taxi to apron via Bravo Victor Echo.
Taxi to apron via Whiskey Lima.
Delta 1168,
Endeavour
taxi to
4858.
apron via Bravo Charlie.
Taxi to apron via Bravo Victor
Broken.
Echo. Delta
Delta
1168.
1343, continue taxi. Delta 1646, runway 27 right, line up and wait.
Taxi to apron via Bravo Charlie. Delta 1168.
FedEx 1062, taxi to apron.
Continue taxi. Delta 1343.
FedEx 1062, taxi to apron via Romeo Whiskey Lima.
Runway 27 right,
Capture it
line
off
up
of
and wait.
Perfect,
Delta
he got it.
1646.
Okay, he's gonna have to
Taxi
have
to
permission
apron.
across there. You
FedEx
waited.
1062.
Good, good. You're out. You're out.
Taxi to apron.
Southwest
via
22,
Romeo,
taxi to apron via
Whiskey,
Victor Echo.
Lima. FedEx 1062.
Delta 863, taxi to apron via Whiskey Lima.
Taxi to apron via Victor Echo. Southwest 22.
Delta 2967, runway 26 right, cleared to land.
Taxi to apron via Whiskey
Southwest
Lima.
2316, runway
Delta
27 left,
863.
cleared to land.
Runway 26 right.
Delta
clear to land.
1646, runway
Delta
27 right, cleared for
2967.
takeoff. Delta 839er, runway 26 left, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 left, clear to land.
Delta
Southwest
1343, runway
2316.
27 right, line up and wait.
Runway 27 right, cleared for takeoff.
JetBlue
Delta
467,
1646.
pushback approved, expect runway 27 right.
Runway 26 left, cleared for takeoff. Delta 839er.
So laggy.
Runway 27 right.
Brickyard
Line up and wait.
4326,
Delta
pushback approved,
1343.
expect runway 26 left. Delta 327, pushback approved, expect runway 27 right. Southwest 211, pushback approved, expect runway 27 right. Southwest 165, pushback approved, expect runway 27 right. Everybody going up that
Pushback
side?
approved.
No.
Expect runway 27 right. JetBlue 467.
Southwest 2739er, pushback approved, expect runway 27 right. Delta 1168, cross runway 26 left.
Pushback
Spirit
approved.
Wings
Expect runway
1362,
26
taxi to
left.
apron via Victor
Brickyard
Echo.
4326.
Southwest 153, taxi to apron via Whiskey Lima. Delta 1343, runway 27 right, cleared for takeoff. Delta 736, runway 27 right, line up and wait. Delta 2724, runway 26 right, cleared to land.
Pushback approved, expect
Delta
runway
104,
27
runway
right.
27 left,
Delta
cleared to land.
327.
Pushback
Delta
approved, expect runway
2328,
27
contact
right.
departure.
Southwest 211.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 27 right.
Delta
Southwest
2332,
165.
contact departure.
Pushback approved, expect runway 27 right.
Delta 839er,
Southwest
contact departure.
2739er.
Spirit Wings 1210, runway 26 right, cleared to land. Pretty sure you guys are on deck.
Cross runway 26 left. Delta 1168.
Taxi to apron.
Delta
via
29er
Victor
67,
Echo.
taxi to apron via
Spirit
Victor
Wings
Echo.
1362.
Brickyard 4326, runway 26 left via Foxtrot. Let's see if this works.
Taxi to apron. By
Delta
Whiskey,
327,
Lima.
continue taxi.
Southwest 153.
Gonna crash here.
Runway
Southwest
27 right.
211,
Clear for
continue
takeoff.
taxi.
Delta 1343.
JetBlue 467, continue taxi. Let's see if I can get you out before you come in.
Runway 27 right, line
Probably
up and
not.
wait.
I think
Delta
we're gonna wreck,
736.
but that's okay.
Runway
what
26
happens
right.
here.
Clear to
Southwest
land.
165,
Delta
continue taxi.
2724.
Perfect, it did work. You're gonna come down. Yeah,
Atlanta
great.
departure on
Delta 736, runway 27 left,
121.225.
cleared for
Delta
takeoff.
2328. Good morning.
Southwest 485, runway 27 right, line up and wait. FedEx 1062, cross runway 90 right. Southwest 2316, taxi to apron via November Whiskey Lima. Okay, get you rolling.
Atlanta
Who's on deck?
departure on
Delta
121.225. Delta 2332. Good morning.
Okay, those are the ones that are coming down.
Atlanta departure on 121.225. Delta 839er.
Southwest 2739er,
Good
continue
morning.
taxi. Okay, where are you going?
Runway
Delta
26
863,
right,
hold position.
Cleared to land. Spirit Winds 1210.
Taxi to apron via Victor Echo. Delta 29er67.
Delta 736, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 26 left via Foxtrot. Brickyard 4326.
Delta 736, runway 27 right, cleared for takeoff. I guess the plane behind him caused a conflict.
Continue
No?
taxi.
Okay, well,
Delta 327.
bad, but okay.
Continue taxi. Southwest 211.
Okay, Delta 2724, taxi to apron via Victor Echo.
Continue taxi. JetBlue 467.
Delta 1228, pushback approved, expect a runway 27 right. SkyWest 4129er, pushback approved, expect runway 27 right.
Continue taxi. Southwest
ASA, I don't know
165.
who you are.
Negative. Need correct runway. Delta
Correct
736.
runway. Yeah, whatever.
Runway
All right,
27
we
right.
are
Line
gonna
up and
call
wait.
it here.
Southwest 485.
Let's
Cross
contact.
runway 9 right. FedEx 1062.
You're gone. You're in.
Taxi
you're
to
in.
apron via
You're
November.
in.
Whiskey.
Delta
Lima.
1646, contact departure.
Southwest 2316.
Peace out.
Continue taxi. Southwest 2739er.
Delta 736, contact departure.
Hold position. Delta 863.
Delta 1343, contact departure. I don't even know if he's off the ground yet, but whatever.
Command requirement missing.
Blah, blah,
Delta
blah, blah,
736.
Whatever. You're off the ground. Okay, so I did okay for a little bit, and then obviously I fell very behind. So this is still too much traffic. Now I'm managing to stay very, very on edge up with this. I've had a few close calls. I knew this plane would stop. I saw that plane coming across, so I did catch that one. I did catch up on you with that one. I thought this plane would be off and out faster, but this one got here a little quicker, so I did have to stop you. You've probably seen me clicking on some planes, just trying to figure out where they're going so I know which planes I can push back and roll out, just trying to go fast. I'm spitting off commands. I'm not listening to planes respond. I am way out of line here. I've crossed taxiways from what I originally planned to do, and so things are just not going quite according to plan, but I have managed to keep up with it relatively okay. I did leave the FedEx plane sitting down here a little bit because I was trying to get this area cleared, and it's just one cargo plane sitting down there, so not the end of the world, but I very much should have brought this FedEx plane to a completely different part of the airport. See, he's going way up here to cargo. He should have landed up here on 26 right. He would have just pulled off and parked. It would have been no big deal whatsoever to do that. This is a cargo area and all of that, but since I've only got cargo allowed here, I kind of screwed myself on that, which I knew would happen at some point. I should have pulled him up over here to this taxiway. What is this? November 12, and just let him cross there and go up. Or hell, even just cross 27 left and gotten onto November and then gone up Delta. There's a number of different things I could have done. And I have plenty of time to get him across the runways. But for peace of mind and my lack of having him sit there and clogging up things, I just moved him around the largest possible thing. Because then he's just going to get in the queue and waste a half a tank of gas putzing around my airport. And likewise, I'm going to have to cross these two runways and all of that nightmare. Now, I could have brought him up Echo, brought him around here, brought him around there. He wouldn't have touched any runways, but he pretty much would have spent an hour taxiing across the airport, and that's so wrong. Which is interesting, but because of the volume coming in on 26 right, he couldn't get a spot to queue on that, so he had to come in down here on 28. Now, I can open 28 to other traffic, but again, I don't think they're going to route the traffic to the end destinations, gates, or other things as well as they should have. I think, but this was pretty interesting. It was good. I think there's too much traffic. If I dropped it down to maybe 70-75%, this would be a lot more manageable. I'm keeping up, but I'm doing it by breaking a lot of standard procedures or proper ways of controlling and listening to the pilots and all this stuff. I am okay mentally for me to speak to a departure while an arrival is talking, because that would typically be a different controller, so that's just something I don't mind cheating on. But I shouldn't, if I'm going to try to be more realistic, I shouldn't be talking over a departure to clear somebody else for departure, because that would be kind of same frequencies. In this case, if it's a north versus south, I could get super technical on those different frequencies, but that's not how I'm playing the game, so. This was interesting. It got very chaotic. It started very smooth. We got a ton of departures, like I said we would, as we came up towards the 7:30 a.m. time frame. And I'm spitting them off pretty quickly. There's not a big queue waiting. There's a lot heading down the taxiway, but I've kept up pretty good. I mean, a 3-plane stack there is nothing bad, and I'm going to be if I was going to keep playing, Southwest would be fired off immediately. Delta would be queued to line up before any of these other planes even get there. JetBlue would be in line by the time these other planes hit, and that's pretty much normal for a busy airport to have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 planes queued up ready to go for a short period of time. I'm going to call this pretty successful. Yeah, that was fun. Difficult, but good. Let's back out to the menu. Last played, I had no real errors, but we got through 34 handles. That's not too bad in a 40-minute period, but lots of activity, so... Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.